the heavyweight division is today, he just might be able to do it. His track to do that is through this man, Mario Cawley. Has a record of 22-9 with 16 knockouts. He's been in training for 6 weeks for this fight. He's got a decent jab, he's got a good uppercut, and he's going to have more than a decent jab to stop Ray Mercer tonight. This kid works as a security officer in Chicago in a hospital, and he's trained hard for this fight because he knows if he beats a named fighter, he's got a chance to move into probably the top 20.
It's a big opportunity for him. There's a guy that's lost 9 of his last 10 fights after a nice start, but you come up with 1 win in the right spot, it wipes out the 9 losses, so that's where he's in here tonight.
Yeah, we want to make no mistake about it. Mario Cawley would be an opponent-type fighter, but Ray Mercer is also 42 years of age, so they're not going to start him off in his comeback trail with a world beater. This Ray Mercer, in his prime, one of the very, very best in the world. He's a former Army sergeant who began his career in the amateurs in the Army. And you may remember he won the 1988 gold medal at the Olympic Games. And I talked about what a good friend Michael Moore is. You know, when you've been in this business as long as I have, you get a lot of good friends, and I'm proud to say Ray Mercer is one of them. All right, so without further ado, let's go to Mark Goldberg. All right, thank you, Mark. And that was a nice piece on Ray Mercer. Ray Mercer, a terrific guy. He's got himself in terrific shape. He said he's dedicated himself. He's running 3 to 4 miles a day, so he's ready for this. In his best of his career, he had a great chin. He had a terrific jab. He still needs to throw more right hands. I discussed that with him yesterday. He said, you know what, Colonel? You're right. He said, you watch me tomorrow night, which is right now, folks, and we're going to see if he's going to throw more right hands. In order to do that, we need to get this main event started. So let's go to our very fine ring announcer, Mark Barrow. Mark, take it away. We'll get this one going.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Warriors Boxing Promotions in association with the Seminole Coconut Creek Casino presents tonight's co-main event of the evening, 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. Your referee is Brian Gary. Here now are the principals first. In the blue corner to my right, wearing black trunks, weighing 219 pounds, pro record 22 victories, 9 defeats, 16 knockouts. He hails from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. Here is Mario Rio Cawley. His opponent in the red corner, wearing black trunks, gold trim and accessories, weighing 238.5 pounds, pro record 30 victories, 5 defeats, 1 draw, 22 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Here is Merciless Ray Mercer. 10 rounds, heavyweights.
All right, referee Brian Gary, the veteran referee from here in the state of Florida, calls the comeback.
All right, gentlemen, listen up real quick. I'll be in charge of this thing at all times. You score a knockdown, go to the neutral corner. Do not come out till I signal. Avoid to use your head as a weapon. No rabbit punches, a low blow, and break on my command. You protect yourself at all times. Touch him up, and let's do it. Let's go.
Ray Mercer coming off a loss last June against Vladimir Klitschko. We'll take a look at the tail of the tape, and you'll see the age, the big difference.
Yeah, Ray Mercer, 11 years older than Mario Cawley. The height the same, the reach pretty much the same. And Mercer 238. He thought he was too low to be in the 220s against Klitschko versus 219 for Cawley. So Ray Mercer up and away. He thinks it's better for him.
All right, let's see if Ray can get that left hand going. We know he can. It's the absence of the right hand that the last time against Klitschko.
Step out, Mario. Don't tackle him now. Don't use your head on him.
Here, Brian Gary, one of the real good referees, say, hey, don't tackle him. Probably a little bit nervous against the big punching Ray Mercer.
Stop.
He almost brought him down WWE style.
Stop. Time out. I'm going to tell you right now. You tackle him. You try to play football out here, you're going to be gone. You understand me? You boxing. Listen up. Let's go. Where are you at? Let's box.
Brian Gary, a veteran of 50 world title fights is not going to make this a sloppy affair. He wants it to be a professional prize fight. And Cawley is down with an uppercut. And no, he wanted to get out, and Ray kind of disgusted with the amount of performance he's getting from Mario Cawley.
Cawley looks scared.
He is scared.
That's why he's got to try and overcome it. Gamble or something. And he's going to try.
All right, I got you. Come on. One more time of that tackle. I'm going to take one now. Come on.
Ryan said you're going to take a point away. He said, I don't want him to stop the fight because I want to see Ray get a little bit of work in him.
That's it.
And again, he grabs it.
Come on back.
Now he's going to take a point away.
Time out. You. One tackle. One tackle. One tackle. You box, all right? One. Let's go.
Ryan Gary's showing command, and he has to because otherwise it would be a terrible fight. And it's not much of a fight because the guy's scared to death.
And even Ray Mercer looking disgusted here.
Yeah, Ray is not pleased with this at all. And neither is the crowd. And Brian is trying to make it into a professional prize fight. Cawley really is just totally intimidated by Ray. And Ray might as well throw that right hand and smoke the guy.
He never got hit. Get up.
He wants to go down and he did.
Come on.
If Brian Gary won't have any fired up, he's not letting him get out.
Stop.
Mario Cawley's treating this look like it's jail. He wants to be out of here.
I'm going to take a second point. You hear me? Let's go.
And Ray has a look of disgust on his face because this isn't what he wanted. You know, they didn't want anything more than a warm-up fight for Ray Mercer, but he wanted to get some work in too. And the problem is that Cawley is just totally intimidated by this former heavyweight champ, so it's not a good fight at all. But Ray needs to nail him right on the button at the end of the thing and make it smooth, definitive, and final. So Ray, throw the right hand.
There have been points taken away and a couple of near knockdowns, but Ray Mercer hasn't thrown the good right hand yet. He's looking for that chance, and he gets tackled every time.
All Ray has to do is walk in, throw the jab out a couple of times, then throw the right hand, and the guy's over. He doesn't want to fight. And Ray with the jab, and if he jabs a couple of times, then throws the right hand and lands it. Cawley gets sneaky throwing the right hand that time. Did he get a little brave?
He wants to make some kind of a show.
Well, he's made a show of himself, really, if he's been terrible to this point. And there's not much he can do. He plants the left hand in the face of Ray Mercer. All that's going to do is be like a nap on him. It's just going to annoy him. 12 seconds in the first round, and apparently Cawley will get by the first round here.
Come play in the creek. Seminole Coconut Creek Casino. It's the serious hot machine players place. And now exclusively at Seminole Casinos, voted best machines by Casino Player Magazine. All your favorites, Double Diamond, Red, White, and Blue, Wild Cherry, and 5 times pay. Play them only at Seminole Casinos, located at 441 and Sample Road in Coconut Creek. What are you waiting for? Come play in the creek.
Well, this is what intimidation looks like in the ring. Mario Cawley, frightened by Ray Mercer, wants to go down any chance he can. He's tying up, he's losing points, losing the respect of people here, and Ray Mercer comes out for round 2 and they try to finish.
All right, here we go, round number 2. Again, everybody kind of in a tense discussion. Ray wants to end it as quick as he can.
Come on, box. Let's go.
Cawley's trying to be disqualified.
Well, he's doing everything he can do to get himself disqualified. And Brian Gary, on the other hand, is showing great patience of the veteran referee that he is, and not just disqualifying him immediately and trying to make a show out of it because people pay to see Ray Mercer.
Mercer will have to step back as Cawley tries to tackle him, and maybe he'll score with the uppercut.
Well, he's trying to catch him with that chopping right hand. There's a good opportunity for Ray to work on it. The right hand is right there. Look at the left hand of Cawley. He's going to get nailed with it if Ray will throw it. Ray needs to double his jab and throw the right, he'll knock him out. Because if this guy even touches him on the chin, you know that Cawley's not going to get up. He's looking for an excuse to quit.
If he gets knocked out, he'll be looking to stay down.
It's not what we were hoping for, but I understand how the match was made. because it's a business of boxing to bring Ray along slowly in his comeback. But he really didn't need this kind of fight. So they had to bring him back almost immediately
Bring a punch
to
up.
give him
Get it
some
up.
work and see where he is
Get it up.
in his career. This isn't showing anything. There's a cracking shot. Now he goes that way. And he does get up. How about that? He cracked him right behind the skull. Counts up to 5 and takes a standing 8 count.
7.
So Cawley goes down after losing points and nearly disqualified in the first. Cawley gets the hands back up. Made like a crack into the right hand. Oh, the straight left hand almost takes him off.
I got you. Get down there. Come on.
Yeah, and was lacking in the right hand department sometimes. But he has very powerful right hand when he throws it.
He does, and conditioning is something that's all during his career. And he's dedicated himself now. He wants to take a shot back.
I got you. Let me have it.
You know when things are going your way, 42 is so tough.
Yeah, it is, but remember George Foreman when he said, what age was he?
And George Foreman prolonged a lot of people's careers.
Finally he goes down and Ray does catch him as he goes down. Ray a little bit disgusted himself the way it's going. He has to take another standing 8. He's been out 2 times. Remember the state of Florida, there is a 3 knockdown rule. So if Ray can dump him again, the fight will be over. And when they say merciless Ray, Mercer will make it mercifully over. Because we've seen great boxing tonight between Angel Priol and Miguel Del Valle. And what this lacks in the class of the type of class that Ray Mercer was in his prime, it's not Ray's fault. I mean, Cawley is just making it a terrible fight.
All right. Don't hold him down.
All right. Cawley goes down to the bell.
Ray.
Let's see what happens.
Get over there and hit him after the bell over there.
No, he said he was hit after the bell. After the bell, so
That was
it's no
right after the
knockdown.
bell.
So
After the
that'll
bell.
be a 10-7 round. Wow. While we have an opportunity again, Warriors Boxing Promotion would like to thank JBS H&S Limousines for providing all of the transportation for our fight week. Richie and Howie run the best limousine service in Florida. Again, it's JBS and H&S Limousine Service, the very best. And how about that? This is the Hummer they pick us up in, and we love it. Well, it's a sloppy first couple of rounds, and we'll take a look at some of the slop here.
And Mercer able to put Cawley on the deck with a good cracking right hand, and he backs away. Then the left hand comes in, makes it official. Ray Mercer leaping and jumping. Cawley got up from that, and then Cawley was hit and dropped after the round ended, and that would have been a second away from having this over. But Cawley's been tying up. They're walking into some of Mercer's shots. Cracking right hand there. And that was the first knockdown of the fight. A couple right hands.
I didn't see him get beyond 3. Cawley hangs on again. He's trying to get himself disqualified. Ray comes to that uppercut. When he comes in and grabs him again, he should just keep coming to the uppercut and end it.
The uppercut is there. He should just take a little shuffle step. And Cawley will be off balance because he's telegraphing the move.
Ray tries to roll up the right hand and catch the shot.
Don't hold it. Watch your head, Ray. Come on, Ray.
It's doing a super job. This is a hard fight to referee if they get him 6 out. Here Cawley. Oh, he caught him with the left hand and comes up the top. Misses with the left hand Ray. Cracks him on the top of the head with the right hand. Oh, he hangs on again, tries to work his way up the body.
You got to take the stop, son. Come on, box.
It's been a bizarre combination for Cawley. He's had the chance to quit when he's been on the canvas. He hasn't. And when he's been upright, he's been looking to get disqualified.
I think that's it for him. That's his excuse to quit right now. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. He's not getting up. It's all over. A 3rd round knockout for Ray Mercer. And merciless Ray Mercer mercifully ends this fight.
It was sloppy for Ray Mercer. It's a fight. It's a win. Mario Cawley was petrified, and he fought a petrified fight.
Well, again, it's not the type of fight that this guy wanted. He's one of the all-time great guys. But Cawley, you know, he didn't even really try to survive because he never at any time attacked. He didn't make much of a fight out of it. And it's kind of too bad for the people that paid the good money to see the fight. But it's not Ray's fault. All Ray can do is put the opponent down and do the best he can. and now they'll have to upgrade the opponent a little bit in the ring next time out because he needs to get some real work.
The major thing they wanted to see was to get him in the gym before this fight, which they did, and he put in the work, and he gets the win, and this is one step, and the next one should be a more challenge.
Yeah, Ray came in at 238.5 for this fight. It'll be interesting to see if he gets himself down about 237, 235 for the next fight. If he does, then Ray is doing what he says he wants to do and rededicating himself. And, you know, Ray still has some skills that even at age 42, the way the heavyweight division is today, there are guys he can beat in the top 15 in the world. And you never know, a guy like Ray Mercer might be a guy like a Tyson or somebody would give him a huge money fight. And that's what he's looking to do.
They will need to see if he can go 10 strong before he comes up. This is a second round action. There was a clubbing right hand that created the first knockdown in the fight. Cawley bounced up from that. Now here it is, the end of the fight, and Cawley gets nailed there with the right hand, and this was lights out. So a bizarre potpourri of events, but it's a knockout in round 3 as Ray Mercer fires the right hand behind the jab for Mario Cawley, and for Mario Cawley that is now 10 losses in 11 fights.
Well, you see Ray has his wife in there with him, his whole family is here. That's his wife, Kim. Ray's got 9 kids. And you know something? We got to make this official. Did you see his mom and dad behind him? So let's get the official timing and scoring and all of that sort of thing on the knockout by Ray Mercer over Mario Cawley. Let's go to our ring announcer, Mark Barrow. Mark?
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 8 seconds of the third round. The winner by a knockout, Merciless Ray Mercer. Mercer.
All right, now man, Mark Goldberg is moving in there to do an interview with Ray Mercer, and it'll be interesting to hear what Ray has to say about this contest. Okay, Mark, as soon as you can, grab Ray. I see him putting his top on. Go ahead, take it away, Mark.
Okay, thank you, Colonel. Ray's just putting a shirt on here to get rid of some of the sweat. Congratulations. Where would you put this fight in your arsenal of fights? Where does this one go?
I think number 2. You know, in fights, this is 0 because this was a wrestling match.
I mean, how disgusted were you at the end of that first round?
Well, anytime I can't land my jab, I get a little disgusted. He must have been watching tapes because I was ready to nail him with the jab. So I had to switch up. He started wrestling. I tried to come under. He got wind of that. And I found out I could counter punch when he throws his jab, and that's what caught him.
Now, we know that you're starting again. You're trying to climb up the ladder. But have you ever had a fight like this against anyone, even in your younger days?
No, not even in the amateurs. We'd always taught better to fight like that. If you're going to fight like that, you shouldn't even be in the ring.
There is a little bit of respect for the game that you have to talk about also, you know. Even though you might be a little fearful for your opponent, you are in the ring. You have to have a respect for the sport of boxing.
Yes, I do, and you know, I almost lost it for a minute, but then I know, you know, that I have to do the right thing, and I'm a better fighter than he is, and you know, I contain myself.
I know. I wasn't talking about your respect for boxing. I was talking about.
Well, you know, if you were in his shoes and you had a jab and a right hand thrown at you like that, you'll revert to shit like that too. Stuff like that.
I would probably turn around and walk away too. I don't know how many highlights that we're going to show, but anyway. You're basically starting again. I know you're dedicated to this sport now. You're in here with Stacy. You got yourself a trainer, and you feel good, don't you?
I feel great, and I feel like right now Mike Tyson said I need to fight before he fight me. I got it now, Mike. We're the best things going out there. Slugging. I'm not in there to duck. I'm not in there to try to run. It's toe-to-toe. I don't know how to run. It's toe-to-toe, so hey, let's go.
All right, Ray. Realistically, now, how many fights do you think you'll need before you get another good shot?
Well, all I'm doing is staying busy. I'm with the good people with Warriors. They're the best. They had the best plan for me yet, which is to keep me busy. And when somebody calls me this time, I'll be ready for sure.
All right, thanks a lot, Ray. Congratulations on a fight that we will not soon forget. That's for sure.
I'd like to dedicate this fight to Mr. Parks, Mr. Tommy Parks. He just passed away. He's my all-time trainer, and I love him.
Thank you, Ray. Congratulations. Colonel, let's go back to you.
One of the all-time great guys in boxing right there, Ray Mercer. Where his career is going, who knows, but hopefully for him and for Michael Moore that we'll see a future for them in the heavyweight division, at least see them get an opportunity to fight Dave and make some money because they're two good guys.
Give them one last opportunity to make a run at things, and you get in the gym, you stay busy, that lead. And then whatever happens out here, it will be interesting to see what happens when Ray Mercer and Michael Moore get 10-round fights. I think that will be the key answer when they come up.
Okay, we want to once again mention the Wyndham